Hey everybody, it is Best in Beauty time again. My February favorites, whatever you want to call them, products I have been using a lot recently, and it feels like it's been a really long time since I've done a video like this. Actually, I think that's because of the Emily Awards. I do so much just product testing of all kinds during that time period, so it kind of takes me a while to get into a groove of just using basically whatever I want again. And right now, I've still got it sitting in my lap because I just used it, and this is something I never talk about doing. But truly, I probably do this before every video I sit down to do. And I take this Milani multitasker powder. This is in the shade light medium, and this brush or the e.l.f. brush, just whichever one's closer, frankly. This is the Sigma F35, and then there's a small tapered brush from e.l.f. that I do this with too. But I just like dab into this product, tap it off, and then I go boom, 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 basically right under my eyes. And I don't know, something about it, it kind of mattifies, it brightens a little bit. So I don't know what you want to call that. Favorite, daily habit, obsession, I don't know. But this thing is definitely a favorite as well. This is my Rimmel Lasting Finish Foundation. I am 200 Soft Beige. That was the same shade I was in when these were in the squeezy tubes. So I do like that they kept their coloring consistent. But I love this foundation so much. And really, it's kind of a love-hate thing with the new release. I love it because it brought to mind a great foundation that I was obsessed with years ago, but kind of, you know, just started trying new things and sort of set it aside. But I'm really not a huge fan of the glass bottle packaging. I think the squeeze tube was much better. But for what's really important, the product inside, I do love this foundation. I think it has beautiful coverage, but I think it still comes off looking natural for your skin's texture. But if I ever have any dryness, any little texture problem, maybe from a lingering blemish or something like that I'm dealing with, I feel like this looks so natural on top of it. It's really nice coverage, but it just never leaves the skin looking caked up. So I think that's why my mom likes this. I like this foundation, and it's really one of those where I think I could recommend it across a lot of different skin types. So I really love that foundation. I got a couple of blush favorites to talk about. One is from Milani, and it is this powder blush in Romantic Rose. And I know I mentioned this in my last tutorial. I had this on, and the color might look a little bland, you know, compared to a lot of the pretty bright blushes that are out there. But this is actually, I think, such a beautiful thing for giving you this subtle blush that I think works with every makeup look, just everything, you know. It's not too pink, it's not too peach, it's not too brown, it's just very, I don't know, neutral, but gives a little life to the cheeks. Also, this doesn't have any shimmer in it. There it is right there. See how it's just like a soft, dusty rose? And I just love opening the compact, to be quite honest. I mean, isn't that just a beautiful looking blush? I'm definitely guilty of sometimes overlooking those more neutral blushes and just going for the brighter ones because I think, well, obviously that one's gonna be pretty, right? Well, sometimes those, you know, little more understated blushes can be really beautiful too and surprise you with the way they sheer out on your cheeks. Another blush pick, and I've been sent quite a bit of NYX stuff that I've been pawing through and enjoying some of it, not enjoying some of it. But one thing I really have latched onto is this new HD blush in the shade Intuition. This reminds me a little bit of the e.l.f. Studio blush in Blushing Rose. The texture of this is maybe a little better than that, though. It's very soft. It has a little golden shimmer, but it definitely gives that really natural, like rosy cheek look. I actually like the bit of sheen that this has. It's not to the point where I feel like it takes over for highlighter, but it just gives the cheeks a really glowy appearance. So this would definitely be deeper than the Milani blush and a little more red in this one, but I really, really like it. And it's interesting with these new HD blushes from NYX, the texture is not the same on all of them, but this one is a really, really fabulous feel. A superb highlight that I love using is this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is the one in Pearl. I use this totally interchangeably with the one in Opal, the one in Champagne Gold. These are just beautiful liquidy highlights. I just take out the wand, I put a little on my hand, go in with my e.l.f. small stipple brush and just dab it, and that's this beautiful glow that's happening right there on the tops of the cheeks. I love these. I raved about these around Christmas time a whole bunch. So I think it might be too late if you missed out on this little trio, but these are sold individually full size, I think, with a pump. And I've enjoyed my Opal that's in the pressed version, but something about these liquidy ones, I think they're a little more subtle. And while they make your skin glow, they really are undetectable if you were to look up close as far as spotting, you know, bits of sparkle and shimmer. You can't see that. I think they're a really special formula, so I love those highlights. Something I'm really enjoying for my brows, and I'm so glad I got this product. It's the NYX Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade, and I still love my Too Faced Brow Envy Kit. I mean, that is one of my favorite things to use, but I'd kind of gotten into trying out this product from Too Faced called Bulletproof Brows, and that's another brow pomade, and I loved how I could use that as kind of a one-step product because I put it in my brows and I would feel like it actually had some hold, so I could even skip the brow gel. But the one flaw in that product that I was noticing the more I used it was that it was seeming really dry. And I like that it was more dry than some of those other brow pomade products that I think, you know, you put your brush into them, they're like the consistency of gel liners, they're kind of goopy. It's really easy to overload your brows with some of those. One that I recently reviewed that was like that is the Salon Perfect brow pomade. So then more recently I tried the Tame and Frame, and I have this in the shade Brunette. It is like the perfect shade. It's a cool, deep brown, and I love that this is more dry than some of those other pomades, but not as dry as the Too Faced one. It's still got a little moisture happening in there. I can really get a controlled application, and this has some hold. I would say brow gel is optional for me when I put this on. And I use this with my Sigma Angled Brow E75 brush. There are a lot of pomades that come with a brush. This one does not, but I really do like using this particular brush with it. I think the size is great, and see how it's a pretty finely cut brush, so I think you do have a lot of control getting in small areas, you know, covering up just those minor gaps in your brow. Check out the Express channel. If I don't already have a review up on this, I will have one soon. Now you guys, it's a weekend here. As I sit here and shoot this, I really had some time to play around with my makeup today, and I really enjoyed that. But for a lot of days during the week, I am hustling. Belle does not nap a whole lot during the day. She's getting back into it a little bit, but she really is spending a lot more wakeful time. And so that tends to equal a little less time for me to come up here and spend time on makeup. So a couple of just really quick, easy quads that I've been liking are the Neutrogena Nourishing Longwear Quads. I picked these up, this one at Walmart, this one at Walgreens. They're all available in those places, but that was just where I've seen them. Cocoa Mauve and Classic Nude, I do have a review up already on this, including a demo on the Classic Nude, but they're just really nicely textured eyeshadows, I must say. They're very smooth, they're easy to blend out. I had mentioned in my review, I think these would be great quads for makeup beginners or just people who want a really low fuss makeup look. They don't generate a lot of fallout. I think Cocoa Mauve gives you more of that taupe smoky eye, and then this one is like just those natural shades that look good for every day. There's kind of a shimmery peach, a beige, a soft kind of taupey brown, and then a dark brown. The other claim with these is that there is a built-in primer. I can get away with wearing these. I have on multiple occasions with no primer underneath. But I should also throw out there that my lids aren't very oily. If you do have really oily eyelids, that claim might mean jack squat to you, and you still need to use your primer. And lastly here, I just have kind of a handful of lip products to mention. One is this Burt's Bees Lip Balm in Wild Cherry. I am really enjoying that Burt's Bees is kind of expanding, coming out with a lot of different lip balm scents, and this one, oh, it smells so good. I am all for a sweet berry type scent, and this is so 100% cherry. I mean, if you blindfolded me and put this under my nose, I would be able to tell you that is cherry. It just says moisturizing lip balm, 100% natural. I think some of the different scents maybe have some different claims, but I find the texture of this as well to be so much more smooth and just easy to apply than that original Burt's Bees Beeswax lip balm, which I'm sure has a huge cult following, but I really like this wild cherry scent and the feel. A couple of other really great low maintenance lip products. This Bite BB for Lips in the shade Tawny. I got this in a little set that I think, where did I talk about it? But it was a little set that came with a couple of lip wipes, the Agave lip mask, a lip scrub, and then this, which is a full-size BB for Lips in Tawny. And I didn't love everything in that kit, and I think initially I thought, well, you know, this product's okay, but I kind of set it aside. Been pulling it out more and more now, and really realizing how much I love the texture and how great this is on dry lips. It has kind of a fruity scent that makes me think of, I don't know, a lighter take on Trix cereal. You guys remember that? I know it's a really random thing, but that's kind of what it makes me think of. And here's a look at that. This gives a peachy kind of soft coralish look on my lips. And it's just one of those things that you really don't have to pay attention when you're putting it on. It's soft, it's kind of sheer, but it still gives some healthy looking color to the lips and a lot of great moisture, nice thickness to this balm. And a drugstore product that kind of does mimic that same feel and texture for me are the Almay Smart Shade Butter Kiss products. These are kind of split up into color families. If you saw my Express review, I showed several different shades that I have. I think I have one in the red family, a couple from the berry, including this one called Berry Light. And so there's like pinks, nudes, reds, and berries. And then there's different depths of color within each of those. And these are just a really, really comfortable product to wear. A lot of color, surprising amount of color that comes off with each of these that I have. To compare these to, say, a Revlon lip butter, I think those are more like a lipstick and these are more like a lip balm. They still give a nice amount of vibrant color, but there's just a little more richness and texture. And by the way, I am wearing this shade today, but I wanted to lighten it up a little bit. You see it's pretty bright there in that swatch. So I added a little bit of Cream Cup, matte Cream Cup lipstick, and that's the combo that's rocking on my lips today. You can see it gives a little bit of shine. It's just a really nice color. And finally, the lip liner that I love with everything, it seems, my Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in Spice. This is a total must-have lip liner for anything remotely neutral. I mean, all the way from light nude to medium kind of brownish nudes, berry type colors even. Just as an example, a lot of times when I've put this Bite product on and I've had a little extra time and I'm like, ooh, I'd like my lips to look a little more defined, I just put this product on first and then only use the lip liner, you know, kind of right around the edges, like the Cupid's bow area, maybe down here a little bit, where I just want a little extra definition. And in some cases, that's the only way I'll use this. Or it can be great for a fully filled in lip and then just accentuate this really natural, pretty color with a gloss on top. I think it's the definition of deep neutral. Really just works with so many things. And so those are my favorites for the month. Gosh, it really feels good to do these videos because I feel like it's just sitting down, just talking makeup, talking about key favorite awesome products. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye, guys.